playing this deck. My Izzet Charbelcher deck. I really like this deck. It's strong. It looks like this. 3 back the negation, 1 arms chant, 4 offer you can't refuse, 1 surgical extraction, 4 gamble, 4 strike it rich, 4 plunderous prize, 4 shatter skull smashing, 3 hydroelectric specimen, 1 brazen borrower, 4 sink into stupor, 4 sundering eruption, 4 rush of inspiration, 4 leyland of anticipation, 4 ironcrag feet, 4 goblin charbelchers, 3 pinnacle monks, 4 magma opuses. And here we go. Let's get some cards. All right, we got a plan, so we'll keep it. Blue mana is our best draw. It will let us treasure up. All right. Next turn we got Belcher into Orange Chant. What does opponent have here? Okay, sure. I mean, we can actually just Shatter Skull, untapped, play Belcher, win. Got him. All right. So we beat the mirror. It's got a plan, so we'll take it. Gamble for a Belcher. Lose our land, which sucks, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened. Alright. Well, that is annoying. We can beat it, though. So now all we gotta do is bounce the unlife. 9 lives doesn't really help him right now. Sure. We just do this right away. We don't want to counterspell if we don't have to, because he dies if we hit him again. Or actually, he doesn't. So we have to find our bounce spell now to bounce the unlife. How much do we care? I don't think we actually care. Let me, hang on. We have a Brazen Borrower 4 deep. It's fine. He can take it. Like, we know what's coming, so we know we just have to stall. So we basically have to stop him from getting other Phyrexian unlives, or Shroud for it. We have to stall for 4 turns. This is fine. This is fine. We just have to counter the second time you cast that. We don't have to worry about the first time. And we don't care about the Solemnity either. We only care about bouncing the Phyrexian on life. So now we're going to go ahead and Orm's Chant. So we obviously have to counter the approach. We have to counter that too. I think that means we lose. Yeah, I think we lose now. Okay. All right. We scoop it up. It's pretty rough. Can I clear this? I just close it. I don't really like that hand. Well, it was better than the last one. So we'll get rid of this. What's to offer? That's fine. Okay. So I think we just slam Belcher. Cross our fingers. Alright, let's see if we die or not. Alright, we're dead. Don't usually do this bad with this deck. Okay. Yep, this is good. Play this tapped, gamble, offer, next turn, make two treasures. Play in tapped, play Charbelcher.
I've read nearly the entire library.
This is fine. We can chill for a bit. Drawing the feat means we can cast this right now and force a response. Can't cast any spells, bro. Worm's Chant. He had Stifle. All right, come on. We need to at least break even, so that means 4 wins. So we need to win 2 more in a row. Yep, we can work with this. So player tap land first turn, treasure second turn, treasure third turn. I think we're gonna gamble. We're gonna go for it. Oh no. Oh no, we had two. We had two. It's fine. Come on, play me a dragon. Gold span is fine. Got him. All right, come on. One more break even. Okay. No, we got a plan. No, I couldn't get stifle because we orm chanted. Hey man, I gotta play the decks that make the money. I'm playing events. I gotta play something that wins. Oh boy. Okay, Sterling Grove. That's not great. Not ideal. We play another Sterling Grove. No, Sithis. Okay. Take all these out. Yep. Unlife is fine because we can put him in negative and then bounce the unlife. Yep, sure. That's why we wanted to extract the hexproof card. So let's see here. It's pretty far away though. Okay, we're gonna play this untapped in case he does a solemnity. We can counter it. Got him. Yeah, we break even. So after losing two early games, we break even no matter what. Where's my little chat widget? There it is. No payoffs, so I don't think I take it. Still no payoffs. Okay. Get this back. Oof. Hard choices. Prioritize actually getting it on the board. Okay. Okay. Well, that's handy. Get some treasure. Now, can we live another turn of this? I don't know. It's sketchy. It's Mardu, so he's unlikely to have as much artifact hate. I don't think the Mardu version runs the Exile enchantment. More aimed at creatures. You want to sacrifice? Oh, that's not good. Well, all right. We played out. It's not looking good though. If he's got a land, he can kill our Charbelcher with flashback. We do have another one, but we would need a land to cast it. Come on. Come on. What you got? Seems like if you had a land, you would just play it and do it. I mean, we'll see, I guess. Ooh, we can't do it anymore. Not with flashback, anyway. Alright, quick draw 3. Should have probably used a Johnny there. Squeeze out a little bit more damage. Alright, what's that? That is counting. So we take 4, 9. I count 9. This is 5 plus 4 is 9. Oh, it has haste. Exacxies. Well, we break even at least. Alright, round 2. I forgot about the goblin guy giving him haste. The goblin thing. Um, we have the borrower for stall. What kind of deck? Probably wizards. This might be too slow for wizards, but it does have a plan, so I guess I keep it. Okay. Your damage is fine. So do we... Okay, I think we do. We cast this for 0. Counter it. Get 2 treasures. And we can still borrow something if we need to. Take 2. Alright, Charbelcher. Yay, spell pierces us. Sure. Are we dead? Maybe. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I knew that hand might be a little slow for wizards. Okay. Now what's with all the wizards decks? I mean, we're going. If he's got the removal, he's got it. Right charge, we exile. Because it's less damage than letting him reuse it. Why didn't you use this, dude? Bro! He had the answer. Can't believe it. Well, that's pretty free. Like, I don't get it, man. Why do you not cast Flame to blow up the Belcher that's going to kill you? Maybe he thought he would one-shot us? But, like, it's so risky. Uh, I mean, it's got a plan. It's got to get there, though. We need some treasure. Magma Opus is one of our best draws there. Lets us win next turn. Excuse me. Okay. Got to hit 4 wins to break even. I can't believe that Wizard's deck didn't just cast his Artifact Destruction spell. Like, okay, so what do we got? Yep. He's got a plan. Keep offer up in case he casts Karn. Oh, that's good. So, with packs coming in, we can play this just tapped. Alright, what you got? Cycles and Eldrazi Ravager. Oh, damn it. Actually, it's fine. Got another one. Alright, one more win to break even, no matter what. Gamble, gamble, Eruption Monk, Opus, Prize. I mean, it's probably okay. We'll gamble for a ritual. We want the red land. Losing the land hurts. Vein Ripper. So now we really need to hit lands. Because that's scary. Perfect. Alright, we need to hit a land. Okay, sure, sure. Take 7. What else you got? Shieldred is terrifying. So now we hit a land or we die. Alright, well, we're dead. Ah! The bluff! The bluff! Oh, massive bluff. Are you kidding? Hilarious. The bluff. Too funny. That's why I always will cast the ritual at least. Some people will just scoop. My man just scooped without seeing the Belcher. Okay, we got a plan. We'll keep it. You just cast the Ironcrag feat and see what they do. So it's possible, depending on what he discards here. Okay. I think we're fast enough. I'm going for it. Come on. Oh, our land. That hurts. Use the land is rough. I was debating playing the land and then gambling, but like, then we probably just lose the Belcher, right? Oh, it's so close. So if we get another turn, I think we're fine. If he goes off right here, we're fucked. Okay, we get another turn. He has to tutor the land out. That means he doesn't have the mana. Think we're okay. We can mana up like this. Get two treasures. Get another treasure. I mean, if we wanted to be super BM, we could just wait for him to try to do something and surgical extraction it and then go off. But I'm just gonna finish him now. We should have lost that last game. The bluff. Yeah, I don't have any payout. Wait, I do have a payout. I got Plunder's Prize. Is two treasures plus prize enough? Maybe. I mean, it does have a plan. And we can Arms Chant. As long as Karn doesn't come down right here. I think we get there. So we're gonna Opus, another treasure. Play a land. Crack 2. Prize for 4. No spells. Now if he doesn't have Boseiju, it's like Boseiju or bust. Yep, got there. Hey Violet, you need help? I'll help you. Hang on, let me pick you up. Ugh. Let me help this little girl up. Violet, you need help? You go in there and poop. You alright? Here, I'll help. Here, let me set you. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Alright. One more. Got 2 shots at a 7 win. So in the past 2 days, this will be the 6th set of these I've done with this deck. I've gotten a 6, 2 sevens, a 4, and then whatever this one turns out to be. 6, 2 sevens, 4. No, I think 3 sevens actually. There's no payout. Okay, this is better. I'll show you after this match. It's my Izzet Belcher list, but it's a really good list, I think. It has a lot of like kind of technical stuff you can do with it, with the gambles that it's running. All right, we should be set up pretty well against this. With surgical extraction in hand. So the reason I like this list, we have 3 utility spells in the deck and 4 gambles. And you can use the gambles to get win conditions, but you can also sometimes use the gambles to get utility spells like surgical extraction. And we didn't have to do it here because we just naturally drew it. But if you're against this deck, for instance, surgical extraction, you can gamble for that if you have everything else you need and stop them from going off. Or against control deck, for instance, you can fetch an Orm's Chant. It's not going to matter here because we just pulled feet off the top of our deck to allow us to 7-1 this match. All right, money. Making money. I'll go ahead and open these packs real quick. Oh, a new displacer. That's cool. I don't have a full playset of those, so I like getting those. Kieran, Get a wild card either way, and a Lathless. All right, so here's my Izzet Belcher deck. Let me go ahead and set it up with all the lands in one pile. I really like this deck. This is probably the strongest deck I have right now. Um, set all the lands. Okay. So I usually set it up like this. So we got our treasure generator pile here. Um, we got 3 packed negations. You can pack negate something, offer it to get 2 treasures. That enables our potential turn 2 kill. 4 Striker Rich, 4 Magma Opus. These also double as counters and protection for when we're comboing out. Obviously, you can use Pact of Negation with Belcher on the field, and then when Pact of Negation triggers, you can use Belcher with the trigger on the stack to win. For gambles, I wish there was a better tutor than this, but there just really isn't. For what we're doing, it's super inconsistent, but it it's somehow is super inconsistent, but increases our consistency. The other thing we can do with this is fetch from our utility pile. So we have Orm's Chant. This helps us try to go off against control decks because it's a must counter that we can play with one of our treasures before we try to combo out. Um, it can also be like a pseudo like skip your turn once we've played a Belcher. We can then Orm's Chant them on their turn to get back to our turn, potentially stopping them from removing it if they have sorcery speed removal type stuff. One surgical extraction, you can tutor this out against like Reanimator, the Persist Reanimator, or like Shifting Woodlands decks. And one Brazen Borrower, this is here to basically try to remove Karn from the board so that we can hit them with Belcher. I don't know. I haven't even looked into Duskborn yet. I just hopped in and started playing games with it. I haven't added any cards with Duskborn yet. Um, 4 Charbelchers. This is obviously our combo win condition. You shoot them in the face and you win the game. 4 Plunderer's Prize. I think that this is strictly better than Creativity in Belcher decks for several reasons. Okay, so reason number one, Creativity ostensibly costs 4 mana, but you almost always, and with this deck, I would hazard to say you always have to target a treasure to go off with Creativity, which effectively makes it 5 mana. Because if you're destroying one of your treasures anyway, it costs 5 mana. It costs 3 red, which is more restrictive than 1 blue and X, right? So this just costs 5 mana. You pay 1 blue and 4 colorless, whatever color, and this will pull a Belcher from your deck and put it on the field. So instead of a Belcher for 4 mana, you get a Belcher for 5 mana. Um, this, unlike Creativity, doesn't have to target your treasures, which is huge because it means you can go off without a treasure on the board with this, which is a big deal. Just in general, I think this is a better card to run than Indomitable Creativity in Belcher decks now. Finally, more enablers, we run 4 Leyland of Anticipation. This lets us do things like play Belchers at the end of the opponent's turn and then go off on our upkeep, or against control, play a Belcher if they ever tap out to draw cards at the end of our turn, or things like that. And then Ironcrag Feet obviously gives us exactly the amount of mana we need to cast a Charbelcher and win the game. You can also use Ironcrag Feet with 1 extra mana to Plunderer's Prize and win the game. So, like, if you have 3 lands and 2 treasures, for example, you can use 1 treasure and 3 of your lands to cast Ironcrag Feet. Use your last land to make the blue for Plunderer's Prize. Pay 4. You get your Belcher out of your deck. You immediately shoot them in the face. And then our land is just 100% untapped lands except for the dual land. So 4 of the red-blue dual land, and then 3 Hydroelectric Specimen, 4 Sink into Super, 4 Sundering Eruption, 3 Pinnacle Monk, 4 Shadow Skull Smashing. You can you can change the mix of these however you want. The only thing I would say is that you want more red land than blue land. And that's it. That's my Izzet Belcher deck. It's a really strong deck. Um, Let's take a look at Duskborn, actually. I know. Wait, Duskborn isn't out yet? Doesn't look like it's out yet. Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. I know that. Well, I know. Hang on. I know there's a ley line that I want when it comes out for the Glimpse the Impossible. I'll take a look. Oh yeah. I saw that. I was interested in that. Um, I think that that might have a slot. Let me go back to the deck. This one. Um, I think that this potentially has a spot. The main thing being just a huge amount of ramp. So like for 3 mana, you get 3 mana on the next turn. It lines up well with the curve where like turn one you play a land, turn two you play a land, turn three you play Glimpse the Impossible, turn four you play a land and Belcher and kill them. Um, so I do think that this has a shot at being pretty useful. I don't know what you would trade it for. The deck list is pretty tight. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would trade it for is the only problem. You could potentially go down like an Opus. Oh no, I really like the ley line in this deck. It kind of fills the same role as Opus, is why I was saying like you could potentially maybe go down an Opus, up a Glimpse. The only thing is like our curve is really important, like the order. The order and mana curve is really important because you really want your turn two and three to be like treasure turns usually. Sometimes turn one if you have the nuts. But most of the time you can play a tap land on turn one and make a treasure on turn two. Because then you can have 4 mana on turn three. Casting something on turn three is kind of overlapping with our combo turn. Like, because with, okay, so with Strike and Magma Opus, we play a tap land on turn one. If we have Magma Opus, we can shock in a land on turn two, play Magma Opus. If we have a Strike It Rich, we can play a tap land on turn two, play Strike It Rich. And then we have 4 mana on turn three. I think it's just, I honestly think it's probably at the wrong spot in the curve. Like 3 mana cost is really awkward. Yeah, like 3 mana cost is just, I think it's probably wrong just because of the way the mana curve lines up. Because like the if you're casting that on turn, okay, so if you're spending a treasure for it, you're basically reducing the amount it ramps you by one. So it's just a ramp two, which is what you can already do with a bargain they can't refuse or offer they can't refuse. And if you're casting it on turn three, that's the turn that you really would like to combo out on. See, like this is a good example. If we pull a land in the next 2 turns, we've got a turn three kill by just strike it riching next turn. Yeah, so we pulled a land. We strike it rich. We play a land. We pass the turn. Now, I think what I want to do is actually just play this. Because we do have the pact. I could have tried to feed it, but I didn't know if he had a counter spell. Yeah, I definitely think that I after playing this for a lot, I definitely think that the spell that I have in here is way better than creativity in the deck. The I forget what it's called, but this card, Plunderous Prize. It does the same thing as creativity for 1 blue and 4 colorless, but it doesn't have to target a treasure. So like there's 3 ways. The only way on paper creativity is better is it's 1 less mana, but it has to target a treasure. So because it has to target a treasure, it's actually not 1 less mana because you're destroying 1 mana in the process, right? So it actually costs 5. So that's the only way on paper it's better. Everything else is worse. It has 2 restrictions that Plunder's Prize doesn't have. It costs 3 red to use it, which is a lot. B, it has to target a treasure, which means if you don't have a treasure on the board, you can't use it. It just means that you can't have any artifacts less than 4 mana in your deck, basically. It would be funny if I had a counterspell here. I'm thinking, I'm debating gambling. I think I am going to gamble just for another Belcher. What are the odds this guy's a counterspell? Pretty high. Okay. We want to make him respond to it. This is when I would like to have the orange chant. Would be really nice. Really don't want him to use that Field of Ruin. What else you got? Ugh. Okay. I guess I should have feeded. Narset is fine. So we need a land. He's playing like he doesn't have a ton of counter spells. I'm gonna try to go off here because that ley line is bad news. Fuck. That's not good. Yeah, I don't think we can win anymore. We're just gonna scoop. Like, if it was just leyline or just 3 steps ahead, it would be fine, but both is gonna be really rough. All right, we're just gonna scoop it up. I guess I should have tried to use the thing about trying to use feet against combat or control decks is you can't cast anything. Like you only get one more spell, so it's like it's real sketchy. Ideally, we would wait until we can Orm's Chant and win that way, but okay. We also have a much better matchup against that kind of a deck if we start with a ley line. We can't go off till turn 4 anyway, even if we were to get another land, so we might as well cast our treasure next turn and not this turn. Double and burial rights. Okay, that's perfect. That's what we needed. I think we're in good shape. Careful, girl. Careful, 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 careful. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Magma Opus. Make a treasure. Play this untapped. Pass the turn. We want to wait for him to tap out to do something here, just in case that blue is representing a counterspell. I mean, we don't have to do anything right now. And now we can actually Charbelcher at the end of his turn and force him to deal with it. Yeah, Leyline is I really think Leyline is what like Leyline is a secret sauce. Like that's what makes my version of this deck different than everybody else's deck, and I really like it. It's like it's just it's just strong with the strategy. I don't have any red mana though. All right. It's also like it makes your matchup against control a lot better. It's the mirror. All right, let's see if they got it. Let's see if they got it. Force him to have the ritual. If he's got the ritual, we're dead. Okay, that wasn't the ritual. Land. Great. And I mean, we have pact and things like that that would really help us here, but we just don't have them in our hand. It is what it is. Gamble for what? This is a card that I've thought about. Like I would consider potentially running that over Magma Opus. Okay, he plays another sink. Can I get a ritual off the top deck one time? Nope. All right, well, play it again. Let's see if he manages to pull it out. Bounce me again. Nope, we got it. Yeah, and one thing to remember about Leyline, it makes all your spells instant castable, including the ritual. So, like, if you have the ritual and a Belcher and a Leyline, you can just wait for them to tap out to do anything and immediately kill them, like, on the stack. There's an argument to send that in untapped and go ahead and gamble there. Okay. So, play this tapped. I'm actually not gonna grab Ritual here. I'm gonna grab Extraction. We have two Belchers. And this just gives us some defense against opponent strategy. I think we should be in pretty good shape here. So we have Belcher into Pact. If he doesn't have Beseju, should be in good shape. We have Surgical Extraction. Oop, oop. Buy that. Oh my goodness. Let me help. Alright, Smuggler Surprise for 3 to mill 4. Alright, sure. You got packs for any kind of artifact kill shenanigans, except for Boseiju. Extraction. Alright. Sure. So now here's the question. He doesn't have anything in his graveyard. Do we... I think we still just hold the extraction. If he's got another Boseiju, we're in trouble. But I don't think that we can spend this on Boseiju. Right now, I should have extracted it in response. I should have extracted the Boseiju in response. Yeah, no, I don't think you're gonna have that one. Okay, so we have Gamble, Striker Rich. I think it's fine. I think I will shock in here. Later, dude. You lose one of our lands. Not great. Extraction could be relevant here. Play the Belcher. Yeah, that's GG. Okay, who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? What the heck? Satanus. Alright, Satan. Nope. Can't take this hand. Yes. Okay, we can work with this. Another cool thing about surgical extraction is it's free, and so it can be very good fodder for just countering with offer you can't refuse and getting mana quickly. Like assuming opponent plays some spell that goes in the graveyard, which they might not. Okay. Got him. This deck is so fucking good. It's so strong. It's kind of ridiculous. So we went 4-3, and then we went 7-1, and now we're at 6-1 on the last game with 3 chances to win, or 2 chances. Right? If we lost twice in a row, we'd be out. Deck is strong. All right, what do we got? 2 packs. I think this is fine. We don't have any ramp, but we have double counterspell protection for Charbelcher if we get there. Looks like energy. Okay, we get the right amount of mana. Shock it in so we can treasure and play a Charbelcher next turn, and then we have double counterspell to try and stop us ourselves from dying the turn after. Johnny would be annoying. Set our stops up. Counterspell. Counterspell. Another 7 and 1. We made jewels and got 8 packs for free. Or actually, we got paid about 200 jewels to open 8 packs. All right, I'm out for now. Later.